At my daughter's high school graduation party, my best friend's wife punched my 16-year-old daughter in the face because she wouldn't dance with her son. When I heard her cry out, I grabbed her and threw her through the glass door. Sarah's graduation party was perfect. We'd rented a rooftop venue overlooking the city, strung lights across the space, hired a DJ, and filled the area with everyone who mattered. Family, friends, teachers, and people we'd known for years. Sarah looked stunning in her white dress, her face glowing with the kind of joy that only comes from accomplishing something you've worked toward for 4 years. She was 18, beautiful, and ready to take on the world. My best friend Marcus had been in my life since college. We'd been through everything together, breakups, job losses, the births of our children. His son Derek was Sarah's age. They'd grown up together, gone to the same schools, been in the same friend groups. I'd considered Derek like a second son. Marcus's first wife had passed away 5 years ago, and I tried to be there for both of them. I cared about Marcus. I trusted him. Marcus had remarried a year ago. His new wife was named Catherine. She was a teacher, smart, and seemed nice enough. I'd invited them both to Sarah's graduation party. I'd known Catherine for a while through mutual friends, so it felt natural to have them there to celebrate my daughter's achievement. The night was going beautifully. People were dancing, eating, celebrating. Sarah was moving between groups of friends, hugging people, taking photos. I watched her from across the venue, so proud I could barely stand it. My little girl had graduated. She was going to college in the fall. She had her whole life ahead of her. Around 10 p.m., Derek approached Sarah on the dance floor. I was talking to some of Sarah's teachers, but I noticed them interacting. Derek was gesturing at her, saying something. Sarah shook her head. He said something else. She shook her head again and turned away to dance with her friends. A few minutes later, Catherine appeared beside Sarah. She'd been drinking heavily. I could tell by the way she was moving, the slur in her voice when she grabbed Sarah's arm. "Dance with Derek," she said, pulling Sarah toward her. "I don't want to," Sarah said politely, trying to pull away. "I'm dancing with my friends." "You think you're too good for Derek?" Catherine's voice was getting louder, more aggressive. "No, I just dance with him, one dance." I said no. Sarah's voice was firm but respectful. She was trying to handle this like the mature young woman she was. That's when Catherine did it. Her fist came up fast, connecting with Sarah's face with a sickening crack. The music stopped. Everyone around them froze. Sarah screamed, a cry of pain and shock that cut through the entire rooftop like a knife. I didn't think. I didn't hesitate. I didn't consider consequences or legality or anything else. I just moved. I grabbed Catherine by the back of her shirt and jacket, lifted her off the ground, and threw her toward the glass door that led to the interior of the venue. Her body hit it at full force. The glass shattered around her, exploding into 1,000 pieces. She crashed through it, landing hard on the floor inside, gasping and bleeding. For a moment, everything was silent. Then I heard Sarah crying. I ran to her. Her left eye was already swelling, her cheekbone turning red. There was blood at the corner of her mouth. My beautiful daughter was hurt, and it was because some drunk woman thought she had the right to force her to do something against her will. "Baby, are you okay?" I pulled her into my arms gently, careful not to hurt her. "Dad, my face," she sobbed. "She hit me. She just hit me." "I know, honey. I know it's going to be okay. You're safe now." Security was already moving toward Catherine, who was struggling to get up from the broken glass. Police were being called. People were staring in shock. Some of Sarah's friends were crying. The perfect party was over. I held my daughter while the paramedics checked her over. The doctor said her cheekbone was severely bruised but not broken. The swelling would go down. She'd be okay physically. But I could see the fear in her eyes, the violation. The shock that an adult she'd known for years had turned on her so suddenly, so violently, just because she said no. Marcus tried to approach me later, apologizing profusely, saying Catherine had a drinking problem, that he was sorry. I looked at him and didn't recognize the person in front of me anymore. A real friend would have taught his wife that no means no. A real friend would have protected my daughter. Catherine was arrested that night. She was charged with assault. The case would go to trial. But none of that mattered to me. What mattered was that my daughter had learned a harsh lesson about the world. Sometimes the people you trust will disappoint you. Sometimes violence comes from unexpected places. And what she also learned was that her father would always protect her, no matter the cost.